Hello, my artist friends. Our theme this week is going to be faces. Most of you have had kind of the standard setup for faces. I thought we'd try more comic or cartoonish faces today. I'm also kind of using a theme of rather than just doing hair, of actually putting some hats or helmets on our faces. So we're going to start with some of the basic proportions that we use for our usual oval. But instead of doing a closed in oval at the top, what we're going to do is leave this top open. But in your imagination, I want you to imagine that line up there still going. And what I'm going to do, your imagination today is going to be a bit of a green line. So you might not be able to see that real well, but I'm going to blend it in. Remember, what we usually do is we divide our paper or our egg thing into a line down the center and then a line across. We center that. We can change that in proportions to change the direction of how the eyes are looking. But it's easier for us right now at this point just to play around with that straightforward proportion. But the eyes, when you think about it, are much lower. Oftentimes I see these eyes way up here. That's not where they belong. Because we're going to do kind of a cartoonish thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with kind of an oval shape down here at the bottom. And remember, the space between each of these eyes is about the same space as the size of the eye. But instead of doing the oval on the top, I'm going to take it up and do kind of a rounded shape like this. And then in here, I'm going to put another half oval. I am going to take and put another half oval again. This I'm going to color in as the pupil of the eye, and just to give a little reflection, I'm going to leave a little dot inside. I can kind of self-correct, and because of the direction I'm drawing from, it's very hard for me to center things on this piece of paper, but I think you'll get the idea. So now I have these eyes, and this one is, I'm just kind of balancing them out there. All right, so I have kind of these cartoonish eyes. The other thing that I'm going to tell you is if we take where this line is and we go down to the middle, that's about where the nose is. We are going to simplify this nose just really easy into, it looks almost like this very childish face, but that's going to be our nose. And then from down there, from the nose to the end here, we're going to just start with a line here. And now this is part of the mouth, okay? So you can put a bow on it. And we have our mouth. Ears would be from here down to about where the nose ends, all right? So now we have a very generic face. If you want, I'm not going to spend a lot of time coloring in, but certainly you can take your time to add color to these. Pencil is fine, pen is great. You know, I always say, pen makes you work at what you have and use what you have. And you can see as I retrace lines, I can make some of my mistakes disappear. Just for characteristics, I can put eyebrows in. Okay. Well, I still have this poor person without any hair. What I'm going to do is I'm going to establish some hair down here, but you're going to see I'm not going to take it up because what I want to do is I want to put a hat on this person. And that's my challenge for you this week is instead of just doing hair, I'd like to see if you can come up with something that also looks like a hat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start that hat now. Remember, this is the top of the head. Well, that hat's going to come above that and come down. And I'm going to color that in. And I'm going to use that top of that headline just because I want to use that line, make it disappear in my drawing. All right, so now I have a hat. I don't know. I know this is pretty childish, but I can put something over here to add. All right, so down here, just a couple lines to define the neck, a line across here to define the bottom. So now I have a character. What I'd like you to do is play around with this. I have some other ones that you don't have to watch me start from the very start. Some other drawings using those same proportions, okay, and a little different thing, and putting something different on the head. So I challenge you to do some caricature drawings. Remember, I would love to see what you do. So snap a picture. You can either text it to me or you can send it via email at hoffmanj@northcentralacademy.net. I'm going to look forward to seeing what you do. The important thing is to have some fun. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.